up, Internet? So today I'm actually going to be talking about one of the PlayStation Plus games for September 2019, and that is actually Darksiders 3. Now, full disclosure, first off, I have not played any of the other Darksiders. I just haven't gotten the chance to, and the only reason I played this one was because it was free. And second, I will also admit that I did not play through all of the game at this point, just didn't have enough time to be able to play through all of it, but besides the point, I was able to get a good feel for the game in the chunk that I have played. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. First, visually. So, the graphics themselves, I mean, they're not top-notch, there's nothing, overwhelming about the graphics, but I will say it is, cleverly done and very colorful, I will say. That I really kind of appreciated that. I have not played any of the other Darksiders games, but just the color palette that they use in this game particularly was very colorful, very nice, very fresh, and it just kind of it made the game feel, I don't know, just something about it made it feel a lot more fresh and happy, and maybe not happy, but like it just made it feel nice. Like the gameplay itself just kind of flowed very well with the visual style that they had there. So for the story itself, I'm not quite really sure where the story itself is going. It seems like your kind of typical vengeance, like someone was set up kind of story, but honestly I'm kind of just waiting for the big plot twist, but I honestly don't know if it will ever come or not. But it seems like a good story. It all kind of flows for what I know of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and it seems to kind of work out in terms of how that all works. But again, this is just kind of a fun, just a fun game where they're not really going for true realism or actual facts. So I think it's a good play on the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse and all that good stuff. And so for those of you who don't know, the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, one of them, it's specifically Fury, have to go out and fight the 7 deadly sins in the game. The seven deadly sins have been released, much to the detriment of whoever the Four Horsemen respond to or report to. I don't really know who they are. I know that they mentioned it, but I don't know if that is like an actual thing that the horsemen in mythology have responded to or anything like that. But Fury has been tasked of capturing the 7 deadly sins and bringing them back to their boss, and just trying to clean up and stop a general, apocalypse. And with that being said, that leads me to gameplay. So, in the world, it's a very linear world, which is neither good nor bad. It just really kind of depends on the game itself for what is best for the story that they are trying to tell. So with this linear world, it is littered with random enemies, and you can collect essentially souls, kind of like from Dark Souls, and those souls are used as currency that you are able to buy stuff, health potions, upgrades, all that good stuff, and they also drop items so you can craft equipment or give it to the blacksmith to be able to upgrade your weapons, your armor, and all that good stuff as well. And then from there you also fight obviously the 7 deadly sins and mini bosses and all that stuff, and the 7 deadly sins usually have some sort of gimmick or something like that you have to work your way through to be able to fight them and ultimately bring them down. For me personally, I don't really know if this was the game for me. It just kind of seems like a lot of repetitive ideas, and you're just kind of working your way through the story. And in terms of in terms of the gameplay itself, it seemed to me that I was just kind of button mashing a lot and then just kind of directing that in a specific place. And then dodging when I need to and all that good stuff. So I don't really know if the gameplay was as tight, or if it's just not the game for me, or I don't know if there was just some sort of external variable that I didn't know of that didn't really allow me to enjoy the game the gameplay fully. But I don't know, there was just something about it that it didn't really sit well with me. It's just, I don't know, I think it's just kind of one of those games that's not really the game for me, but maybe it's the game for you. I did link down in the description below the first 30 minutes of said gameplay, just to kind of give you a feel for it without any major spoilers or anything like that. Obviously, it does set up the story, but in terms of story, it's not any spoilers or anything like that. So with that being said, just kind of as a general recap, visually very colorful, very beautiful palette that they had for the game world. In terms of story, could be a good story. As I disclosed earlier, I hadn't quite finished the entire game, so I don't know if there's some plot twist coming or anything like that. And lastly, in terms of actual gameplay, it was okay. Again, not my favorite. So overall, I would say that the game is worth checking out if this game or the Darksiders games have interested you at all. This could be a good place to jump in, strictly for the fact that it is free if you have PlayStation Plus this month. With all that being said, if you have any comments, questions, anything like that, feel free to hit me up down below in the comment section. I will be talking to you down there, answering any questions that I can and all that good stuff. If you really like this video, remember to hit that thumbs up button, and if you really like seeing my face and you want to see it again somewhat consistently, remember to hit that subscribe button. Also remember to hit that little bell so you will actually hopefully get notified when I push out new videos and all that good stuff. Also remember to follow me on social media, and also you can hit me up there if you have any questions or comments. So I am on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It is just at 3G Geek. It'll either be my face or the 3G banner that I have on YouTube right now anyway. So with that being said, this is 3G Geek signing off.